Hey, y'all. We are live. We are live. I am super excited that you are here today. Welcome to Intentional Living with Sonja W here on live on YouTube and Facebook every Monday morning at 7 a.m. And then also on Spotify at 7 a.m. on Tuesdays. But anyway, I am super excited for today because it is the last Monday in April and I can't believe it. I cannot believe that it is the last Monday in April. But oh my gosh, I didn't even do my for real intro today. Hey y'all, this is Sonja from SonjaWCoaching, inviting you to join me with another Intentional Living with Sonja W, where we just help you start your week with a little less chaos. Okay. So, all right, now let's get into it because listen, clearly I am excited. Clearly, I am excited. We are live on Instagram. We're going to hit those first couple of points in the podcast, and then we're going to jump off and focus on YouTube for the intentional topic today. And I am, as always, excited for every single morning that we get together. Okay. So look, let me tell y'all something. Okay, before we get into this, I gotta say something. Let me say something. I was actually thinking about this. I am tired, y'all. And I am tired because this past week was pretty intense. And I planned for it. If y'all caught last week's podcast, I talked about how this past week was going to be really intense on like writing, and I didn't actually talk about all the things that I was doing, but the main thing for me was going to be that there's going to be a lot of writing, right? Well, I did that, and then I did all the other things, and y'all, it was an intense week. And I'm like looking at my desk right now. It looks like it was an intense week. Y'all can't see it, thankfully. Y'all see the clean part of my desk, but I still got a little part right here. Okay. And I'm gonna take care of this after the podcast. But I say this to say to show you that yes, I am living intentionally. Yes, I have systems in place to make sure that my days are filled with what is supposed to be happening in my life, right? But life be lifing. Things happen. And the point to intentional living is that although life happens, although you may not get to all of your goals, although you may not have all of your systems and make your systems run well all the time, the fact that you're moving forward in life, the fact that you have a time to review, a time to focus in and really write down the goals and the desires of your heart, the fact that you're being intentional with your values and with the things that are important to you, that's the point. That's the point to intentional living. That is how you go from, honestly, glory to glory to glory. That's how you grow. And it's not about if you make it and get perfect or are perfect with all your things every single week, every single day, every single moment, but it's the fact that you're moving forward. Okay. So I just felt like talking about that a little bit, but let's get into the podcast. Let's get into the things that we always talk about. The first thing that we do is we talk about that one good thing. And we talk about that one good thing because we know that this sets up our mind and our hearts to be able to have a growth mindset, to be able to do things well all the time, right? Because when we're thinking about the good that we did, then we are confident to know that we can do some more good. We can have some more good happen in our lives. And I was thinking about this. Somebody asked me at some point, well, how do you switch your brain to even notice the things that are good? And I know that this could definitely be hard to do sometimes if all of your life, all that you've done is look at things negatively, right? Well, it is a practice. It is a skill. It's a thing that you continue to do. So that's why we do it together every single week. And if you keep coming every single week, you're going to have to come up with something because I'm going to want to see it in the chat at some point, right? But then also, you're going to get into the practice of changing your mindset, right? I would even encourage you to do something every day. So for me, I actually have a 5-year journal, and I write a couple of good things that happen or significant things that happen every single day, because it gets me in the practice of being grateful. It gets me in the practice of actually accurately reviewing my life, and it gets me in the practice of seeing life in a growth mindset. So I encourage you to take time to do that. So anyway, my one good thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I went to see Trevor Noah last Friday. It was hilarious. Well, let me back up. The whole night was awesome, right? I got to hang out with some friends. Hey, y'all. I see y'all coming in on Instagram. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. But check it Instagram. If you want all of it, you're gonna have to holler at me over on the YouTubes, okay? At SonjaWCoaching. But anyway, let me tell you about my one good thing. So Friday night was so much fun. Hung out with some of my girlfriends. We went to this restaurant called Proper 21. I'm giving all the people props, but we went to this restaurant called Proper 21. All of the food was good. You ever order like a bunch of, like, you with friends, you order a bunch of appetizers, small plates, you order all the things, right? And maybe like one or two of them things is good. At Proper, everything that I put in my mouth was good, and I was so happy. Okay. We were so happy. Okay. And then we got to see Trevor Noah. I knew he was hilarious, but I didn't know how much. He gave us an hour and 45 minutes of literal just, I was crying. I was crying. My stomach hurt. My cheeks hurt. Like all of the things. So, man, it was an amazing night. And it's always an amazing night to hang out with your friends, right? I think one of those things is what I talk about is having an intentional relationship with friends, right? This is part of that for me because I know it fills my cup. Now, granted, I'm tired now because I had a real busy whole weekend, but my heart is full. So I encourage you, let me know what is a one good thing that y'all had happen for you this past week, okay? All right. Now, what is on the docket? That's the next step. That's the next thing that we cover in our weekly review. And for me, what's on the docket this week? There's a couple of things on the docket. Well, one, I got to finish getting all my things together for my photo shoot because I'm having a photo shoot for my birthday and I'm super excited about it. But then also I am going to be still writing because I still got some stuff that I'm writing, and it's been a lot. Okay. It's been a lot of writing these past couple of weeks, and I'm really excited to share some of the things that happen. Hopefully, I'll have some news at the end of May or June or whatever to tell y'all about with all of this writing that I'm doing. But I am super excited about more writing. At least this week might be a little bit more chill. But anyway, guys, hey, if you're joining me on Instagram, we're about to hit up the intentional topic of the week, and that's actually our monthly review. So we're going to be breaking down the monthly review, and we're going to focus in on one aspect of that. We've been going through a couple of things every week or every month, I should say, with the monthly review. The monthly review has 4 steps, and that's to write down what you got done. And we talked about that last month. Then read through your goals and your life plan. If you don't have a life plan yet, what are you waiting for? Like, what's happening? Why don't you have a plan that focuses on the values and the things that you want to cultivate in your life? If you want some help with that, holler at me. But anyway, we read through our goals, and that's what we're going to focus on. I'm going to give you some tips on how to read through your goals and actually prepare yourself to move forward in your goals in the next month. And then the third step, and the third step is review your progress on your active goals. We'll talk about that next month. And then write down the next 2 things that you can do on your goals to make some progress. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing in a couple of seconds. We're going to be breaking down this monthly review on the podcast on YouTube. and on Facebook. Okay. So if you're joining me on Instagram, hey, how you doing? You doing well? We're about to go though. So I'll catch y'all over on YouTube at SonjaWCoaching. We're live over there. Or you can find me on Facebook at SonjaWCoaching. We're live over there as well. Okay. So see y'all over there. Bye. All right, y'all, we about to start up this intentional topic. So I kind of gave them a little bit of it already, or gave everybody a little bit of it already. So as you know, every single month, the last Monday of the month is dedicated to reviewing your whole entire month together. And we talk about that 4-step process, right? Where we write down what we got done, not what we have to do, but what we got done this past month. We read through our goals and our life plan, and then we review our progress on anything that's active. And then we write down the next 2 things that we can do. Okay. So we're going to break down those things together. Actually, we're going to focus on reading through your goals. Last month, monthly review, I believe that would have been episode 7. Either 7 or 8, they're all good. So you should listen to them all. But either 7 or 8, we talked about the monthly review and we broke down what it means to write down what you got done. Okay, so I encourage you to go back then and check out that podcast to understand what in the world does that even mean, right? I mean, and why is it important to do? Yeah, because it's really important. I'm about to go off focus on you, but let me tell you, go ahead and check out episode 7 or 8. I can't remember exactly, to catch what it means to write down what you got done. And the second step in the monthly review is to actually read through your goals and read through your life plan. This is not a real intense review of your life plan if you have one. If you don't know what a life plan is, a life plan is an organized document that kind of lays out your values, your big hairy goals, your desires, for the 6 key relationships in your life: your relationship with God, your relationship with your body, your mind, your family, your friends, and your finances, right? You lay out all of those things, how you want to see those relationships flourish. What's the ultimate of those relationships? Where are you now, right? And every month, you should be looking through that just to see the progress, right? Reading through it, see if there's any big significant things that happen that you want to talk about or just mention on that life plan. But then the more detail that you do is reading through all of your goals. If you follow me, I talk about creating a list of goals, at most 10, that go throughout the year and have differing endpoints. So you're reading those to see, okay, I think I'm making some moves on the active goals that I have. I did say I wanted to write a book by the end of this year. So it's kind of like a reminder to get you excited about what you said, that what you and God said, because you should have been praying through that and kind of figuring out, Lord, is this what you want me to do for the year? That's besides the point right now. But what you and God said you wanted to do, you're looking at that to see, is that actually happening? Am I actually getting all of these things done? Am I actually making progress on them well? And then, so that's kind of the thing that we're talking about with that, right? And, I was just thinking, I was thinking about it, okay? I was like, okay, how many people have New Year's resolutions? If you're on live with me, raise your hand in the comments. Put a little hand up emoji. I think we all have some type of New Year's resolution where we're going to be trying to be better in the new year in some way, shape, or form, right? And then the next question I want you to ask yourself is, how many of you actually remember what you said you wasn't to do? Now, if you've been following me, all of you should raise your hand and say, yes, I remember all of them, because we're intentional with how we build our goals and build our lives. If you've been following me, if you haven't been, come on in so that we can get this going. Okay. All right. But I remember, like, before I started to really be intentional with life and stuff like that, is that every single year I would come back with the same goals, the same resolutions. And I literally felt like I was a failure. Like I felt down on myself. Like I felt like I couldn't get it done. I could not make things happen. And I realized it was because I was not intentional with the time that I had. I wasn't intentional with building out my life to be conducive with those goals, with those things that I desired. I wasn't clear about how I want to grow those 6 key relationships in my life. So I wanted to kind of give you a couple of tips today on how to review your goals effectively. I wanted to give you just a little bit of a glimpse on what I'm going to be doing this week, besides writing a whole bunch, like I said earlier. I'm going to be doing my regular weekly review, but I'm going to be taking some time with this monthly review to write down what I got done, but then also to review my goals and see where I'm moving and if I have to adjust things with it, right? So let me break it down a little bit. So tips for reviewing your goals. And I've been a chatty Cathy, so we're going to move quickly. So write them down first. You got to write them down to begin with. And you got to put them somewhere that you're going to remember them. You're going to see them. I have a planner here that I have them written down in. And then I have this little life plan template that I keep my life plan and my goals. I have a goal template and I have a life plan template that I keep all of my goals and my life plan together. So my goals are in there. Okay. And so I write them down first and I keep them in a place where I'm going to look at regularly. Then the next thing is to select some regular time to review. That's what we do, right? Because we're here every morning. And I have a cool acronym for this. It's really cool. Okay. It's be rare. And we're going to break this down next month, actually, in our next series in the podcast. We're going to actually break down what be rare means. And be rare, the rare stands for review, activate, reward, and evaluate. Okay. So we're going to break down those over the next few weeks in May. So then the third thing to do is be okay with changing it up. That's the whole point to reviewing your goals. Like when you review, you have the opportunity to decide if you're going to keep going down the same road with this goal, or do you have to change something? Do you have to move something? Because the ultimate thing is that you're getting to the desire of that value, right? If it's your health, you want to be the healthiest that you want to be. If it's your relationship with your family, you want to grow your relationship with your family. So if you don't hit the specific goal that you have set for this season of your life in that value, it's okay to change it up. It's okay to figure out what is the actual goal, what is the actual thing that's going to get you to the next step with your life plan and your goals and your desires. Okay, so perhaps you need to modify its outcome. Perhaps you need to modify the length of it. Whatever it is, the whole point to it is be okay with changing it up. You're not a failure. You're a failure if you stop. Actually, I don't even like to say that, but real talk, like it's only over when it's over. It's only over when you decide to stop. So if you continue to work hard and continue to work towards bettering whatever it is that you desire to do, you still haven't failed because you're still working. So be okay with changing it up. Okay. So those are the 3 things. All right. Is to write it down first, actually write it down, put it somewhere you're going to see it. Select some regular time to review. And you do that with me every week. And then be okay with changing it up. Okay. Now, I have something that I put together to help people with that. And typically I've actually closed the doors already for it, but I haven't this time. And it's called the reset. And that reset allows you to walk through those things that you need to do, writing down what you got done, all of the good things that happened in this past season, closing the door on your path, looking at your goals and your things, and actually closing the door, because I think that's one of the key things with review and with intentional living. Sometimes we can get stuck in a rut because we didn't hit a goal or we didn't do exactly what we thought we were going to end up doing, right? The key to it is review it, look and see what lessons you can learn, but then close the door on it so that you can move forward. And then you get a chance to dream, to actually put together the goals or review the goals or update the goals that you have set for yourself. That's the reset. And if you're interested in it, definitely check out the links below. You can find it at SonjaWCoaching. And honestly, that is it for today. Okay. So this week, I'm hoping that you guys actually take some time to review your week, review your month, and get ready for May, okay? Because actually, May is an amazing month. Let me tell you how May is a great month. May is actually my birthday month, so it's going to be amazing just because it's my birthday month. That's what it is, okay? Anyway, guys, we're gonna get into this dream boost prayer, and then I'm gonna let you guys go so that you can review your own week. Okay, let's go. Lord, help us to review our lives rightly. Show us the places where we've won so that we can have confidence to keep going. And remind us of our why, our desires, and our goals so that we can keep moving forward towards the dreams you placed there. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you go out and knock out this monthly review. Get it done, and let's keep living intentionally. See you guys next week.